Today on X-Play, we show those Nazis one more time with Codename Panzers Phase 2. Get up off the couch for EyeToy Play 2 and plunder some booty anime style in One Piece Grand Battle. Avast me, hearties. It's game time. Please welcome America's sexiest grandmas. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Hello and welcome to X-Play. Now today's show features Japanese pirates.
Paint-covered little animals.
A tribute to how much we love Resident Evil 4.
And a live in-studio performance by Marxist dance band Chumbawamba.
Really?
No, it's just another World War II RTS game. I just can't talk about one more of those.
No reason to toy with my emotions. Chumbawamba, your popularity may have faded, but your music and your endorsement of shoplifting will live on forever.
Okay, well, if you love petty, fat Japanese cartoons and cutesy fighting games, you may just cotton to this next game.
But you probably won't. It sucks.
It does.
Here's a review of One Piece Grand Battle. Okay, folks, what do you get when you take a popular Japanese cartoon and a developing company that slapped their name on anything with large heads and huge eyes? Well, you get One Piece Grand Battle for the PS2. A fighting game with tons of style, yet no substance. For Bandai, it's a concept that's about original as pancakes for breakfast. The leader of the pack is Little Monkey D. Luffy, who has the inspiration of Captain Jack Sparrow.
I'm gonna get One Piece and become King of the Pirates!
The body of Mr. Fantastic. And the wardrobe of Huckleberry Finn. The game is filled with other pimps, pixies, and weirdos to make up the nuttiest pirate adventure since Cutthroat Island.
Roger.
When you first pop in the game, you're treated to a lovely rap, explaining the premise of the cartoon show.
Here's how the story goes. We find out about a treasure in the Grand Line. There's no doubt. The pirate whose eye is on it, he'll sing, I'll be king. I'll be pirate king.
Sounds like Will Smith wrote it before he got all jiggy. When the game is in story mode, it is anything but. Each chapter is short and sweet, just throwing in a pinch of scrolling dialogue before each fight. After you breeze through the first dialogue, you jump right into the next fight. This goes on until you easily beat the final boss and are rewarded by a tiny clip from the television show.
I won't stop here. I'll keep going and never lose.
Now, if you think that this game is going to be a cute version of Tekken, well, you got it half right. While this game is pumped up on the precious, it's about as deep as the kiddie pool. Each match is placed in a small 3D world that you can explore at leisure, littered with obstacles and fruity power-ups. Because, you know, them pirates need fruit to fight scurvy. But the fighting in this game does not pack a punch. In fact, it only packs a few combo moves. This makes the fighting extremely repetitive.
I will win.
So this is what Edward Scissorhands would look like if Tarantino directed it. But if the fighting gets a little too rough for you, you can always tag one of the onlookers to initiate some 2-on-1 action. Good to know that if I'm ever involved in a reigning street rumble, Chef Boyardee has got my back. Since there are not a whole lot of characters and environments to unlock, the whole game plays like a broken record. So, if you like fighting games more saccharine than a can of Tab, then this might be a rental. But whatever you do, don't buy this game. Unless you're playing with a group of people who love the show, you will squeeze all of the content available in about an hour. Seems One Piece Grand Battle is exactly as the title states. Just one big steaming piece. That's why we give it a 2 out of 5. Brace yourselves.
Up next, dead people walk the earth, but not the cool way.
My favorite X-Play episode has got to be the desert episode where we actually did drive to 120-degree weather out in the desert to pretend that we're looking for the lost ET cartridges. We really didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, and now I ask questions from producers before I get in the car.
From the
Stay out of the sun with G4 all summer long.
You ain't in it to win it, then get the hell out. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back. Here at X-Play Now, we seek to push boundaries to challenge the way you look at video games, trash-talking puppets, and small, frightened, emotionally vulnerable men.
You mean me, right?
Yes.
I thought so, but our goal isn't just to be the finest video game critics ever.
Take that, Crispin Boyer.
Time to win the Pulitzer Prize for criticism.
You're going down, Michiko Kakutani.
And become the undisputed rulers of the entertainment criticism universe.
I will taste the raw flesh of your heart in my mouth, Roger Ebert.
Thus, we present a bold, innovative critical approach. Compare and contrast. Resident Evil 4 versus Shining Tears. This is the story of two video games, Resident Evil 4 and Shining Tears. Resident Evil 4 is an intense mix of action, strategy, horror, and fun. We loved it. Shining Tears is a generic RPG game, generic storyline, and generic battles. We hated it. X-Play gave Resident Evil 4 its highest praise, with a 5 out of 5. X-Play gave Shining Tears a gift with a 1 out of 5. Everybody in the X-Play offices loved Resident Evil 4.
RE4! RE4! RE4!
Nobody loved Shining Tears. Resident Evil 4 became so popular, it hobnobbed with all the bigwigs. But then I said to Jack, where do you get all those wonderful toys? I still can't believe it. Shining Tears became so unpopular, it was banished to the X-Play reject room.
Yeah, I thought that playing Arnold Schwarzenegger would be a good idea, but I'd look nothing like the governor, so it was ill-conceived at best.
Indeed. I thought playing Patrick Stewart for the engage would be funny. And it wasn't at all. Why don't you say something, Shining Tears?
Yeah, what the hell? You'd like it better than us or something, Shining Tears? I would flip you like a cheese omelet!
Make it show.
Resident Evil 4 made an impact on everyone. Perhaps too big an impact. Hey, how you doing today, RE4? You doing good? Cool. Okay. I gotta be honest with you. I've been like carrying Morgan for months, and we play our cards right. I could be looking at the new co-host of X-Play. Do you like it? I know, I thought you would. Talk to you later.
Hey, RE4, how you doing? I think we all know that I've been carrying Adam for months. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. And if we play our cards right, I think I'm looking at the new co-host of X-Play. You like that? I knew you would. Don't say anything. I gotta go.
Shining Tears just made everybody angry. Perhaps too angry. All right, that's it, Shining Tears. You know what? I could put up with your junk, but you just stay the hell away from Morgan. She's the only thing holding this show together. Understand me? Back off and stay out of Morgan's face. I hate you with the intensity of 1,000 suns.
You listen to me, Shining Tears. I can put up with your garbage, but I can only put up with so much of your garbage. I'm the only one holding this show together. You know that, right? You know that I can only put up with so much. I hate you with the white-hot intensity of 1,000 suns!
With Resident Evil 4, the sky's the limit. With Shining Tears, who cares? Really? Hi, I'm television's Adam Sessler. X-Play sure hopes you've learned a lesson today. Remember, kids, stay in school and don't do drugs unless they're prescribed by a doctor or Jose Canseco. I'm Adam Sessler. Good night. Oh. Now here at X-Play, we have to play a lot of games. Most of them suck.
But whether they suck or not, we spend the whole day doing the same thing over and over again. Pull the lever, save the princess, decapitate the lesbian vampire.
But there are some special games that just aren't like the rest. If they were amazing, we call them genre-busting paragons of originality.
But if they're just okay, we call them weird games, brought to you by EB Games. Daytime is here, here comes the sun. In this edition of Weird Games, sponsored by EB Games, we examine Magic Pendule, the quest for color. Can you see the colors of the world? Now, don't let the theme song put you off. If you're interested in uncovering a quirky gem, it's time to grab your magic markers. Wait, no hopping. In this bright and shiny universe, people use pendles, which are basically adorable critters with paintbrushes for behinds, to draw their own doodles. You can let your imagination soar and draw anything that... Oh, very clever, guys.
This king, in order to obtain more colors, enslaved the doodles.
Wow, it's like Exodus told with cartoon characters. You're on a quest to defeat the evil king from enslaving those pure-hearted souls who have the power to create doodles. You'll be befriended by a young girl named Zoe, who's there to offer advice and teach you how to draw the very best doodles.
You don't look like you're from around here.
Once you draw up a simple doodle, you can enter it into the no-holds-barred world of vicious arena fighting.
Go, Doodle!
You can choose from 4 basic options, and the winner is determined by a simple formula. Attack beats block, magic beats attack, and block beats magic. That's right, it's basically rock, paper, scissors, but with cute cartoon characters beating the crap out of each other. Just be careful not to get too attached to your creations.
I love you.
What's that, Bubbles? You want me to steal money from Morgan's purse?
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, okay.
Hey, I was wondering where that $5 went. Of course, you'll spend most of your time battling against mean-spirited townies.
Hey, look, here comes that sissy new kid.
Seems like everyone in town is challenging you to a duel.
Do you think you can beat me?
Kind of like a fistful of dollars meets Pokemon.
Magic Doodle!
What's that, Bubbles? You want me to beat up an intern?
Doodle! Doodle!
Well, anything for you.
We dig Magic Penjo, the quest for color, because of its fresh spin on the RPG genre.
Oh, look at you rolling around and getting all dirty.
That's it for this edition of Weird Games, sponsored by EB Games. I'm getting out of here before Adam commits any more felonies.
You're my special friend.
You want me to kill Kevin Pereira? I don't know if I can...
Friend! Friend!
Yes, master.
Oh, hey Adam, what's up?
Despite Magic Penjel, the quest for color's name, I discovered absolutely no new colors while playing it.
Now, one time in college, this guy gave me a stamp with Casper Weinberger's face on it. After I licked it, I saw a color that I've never seen before. Then I got really scared of my roommate's George Foreman grill.
Okay, we'll be right back.
That grill, it had it in for me. It was like, whoa, the sound.
Up next,
Stand back 5 or 6 feet, please. That's better.
a game you can't play while sitting.
You're plugged into G4 Rewind.
Hi everyone, you're watching G4 Rerun. My name is Brian. You may know me as Nux Sonic. When did you first discover G4?
I first discovered G4 on a Pringles can, actually, in like 6th grade. Because I opened it up and it said right on the top of G4, TV for gamers, and I got really interested in it right then.
I first seen G4 probably about a year and a half ago when I first got Dish TV.
Fresh from their victory at the Latin Grammys, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Apparently, I'm muy caliente. Whatever that is.
Welcome back to X-Play. As a woman who dresses up as a mad scientist on a semi-regular basis, I can tell you that looking stupid isn't easy.
It used to be that if you wanted to look like an idiot on television, you had to spend years of training as an actor or get really into Scientology.
But thanks to the EyeToy for the PS2, anyone can look like a dang foo. Brace yourself. Here's EyeToy Play 2.
Welcome to the world of EyeToy.
Since the release of Sony's funky peripheral, the EyeToy has hosted the wackiest minigame since WarioWare. And that tradition continues with EyeToy Play 2.
Now you're ready to play.
So I took it upon myself to test out the games personally, like Mr. Chef, where you make burgers and fresh milkshakes. And air guitar, which lets you live out your rock and roll fantasies on screen. Or more, how about Knockout? A game that gives you the chance to look over brawlers and speed bags. Ooh, I need some water. Yeah. Oh, let's grab these.
Weirdo.
Yeah. Okay, so if getting into the game is too weird for you, you can do what we did here at X-Play. Have a surly intern do the legwork for you. Or in the case of EyeToy Play 2, the arm work, since most of the games are play with your arms and hands. Look at him. He's sitting down. It's like cheating. Here are some of our favorite games. Kung 2 is an update of the original minigame for the first EyeToy Play. It's faster paced and more varied than the last martial arts romp. You can fight bosses, break ice like Daniel-san, or even avoid getting poked by bamboo sticks. Just do it better than our intern did. Home Run is the baseball game that puts you smack in the middle of the action. Use your hands to whack the ball into the outfield, then pump those arms to run around the bases. Chewing tobacco, not included. Secret Agent lets you live out your James Bond fantasies as you crack safes and break out of prison with magical cartoon hacksaws. Just whatever you do, stay away from the tedium that is bubble pop. We'll take your word for it, buddy. If those games aren't enough for you, there's a whole slew of extras that make this an attractive package. The game includes a revolutionary new face mapping technology called Cameo Creator that allows you to create an eerie doppelganger. Just take 2 photos of yourself and plot key points on the image. You can make yourself smile, get angry, or even wink. The intern's winking at me again. Unfortunately, all you can really do with the cool technology is hit yourself in the face. The game also includes a demo of the hoverboarding simulation Anti-Grab.
Hail to the king!
And a new mode called EyeToy, which lets you set up an alarm system for whoever walks through the camera's range of vision. Perfect for catching your little brother stealing your copy of GTA San Andreas. EyeToy Play 2 is a big package, bursting with colorful amusements. Unfortunately, those amusements are quick to learn and far too easy to master. You'll be snoozing your way through these mini-games in no time. We give EyeToy Play 2 3 dancing grandmas.
Goodbye.
Out of 5. All right, now it's time for a quick viewer mail. Peter Click, he writes, do you know the best way to get Lysol out of a PS2 that your 2-year-old son sprayed in it? Thanks for writing, Peter. No, Peter, we don't. You're screwed.
That's what you get for being optimistic enough to have a child.
Luckily, you still got time to consider putting him up for adoption before the new consoles come out. And yeah, what was the 2-year-old doing with Lysol?
Cleaning something. Can't get him started too early.
Well, if they can clean, I want one of those kids. Send him to me. I'll help you out with the 360.
Shrink wrap your console so they don't get
That's good.
broken.
The child?
The PlayStation would have broken anyway.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye-bye.